litter mates, welcome back to Boss Kitty Live. I am your host, Boss Kitty, and I am so excited to be back with all of you. It's been a whole long month and a half almost since I've talked. Well, I've talked to some of you, but I haven't seen a lot of you other than in like craft nights with Patreons, and I'm super stoked to be here. I hope you all are doing really well. I hope you had a wonderful holiday season. And am I too loud? Am I not loud enough? Do you want me to bring it up to my face a little? I hope you all had a wonderful season. I hope that you're getting ready to peek your head out for springtime because it's just around the corner, and I'm living for the day that I can start to plant my plants outside, which is what I've been focused on for the past month, other than getting stuff ready for, this. Hello. It's so good to see all of you. I missed you. Thank you, Miss Monster. I got it cut about 2 weeks ago, and it's really funny. Nobody notices that I chopped I almost said 6 months, 6 inches off my hair until I curl it. And then everybody's like, oh my God, did you cut your hair? I'm like, I did actually. Yes, I did. Hey, the audio worked for the first time around. Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's so Lorraine Brains McFly. Oh my gosh, you're right. Elizabeth, that is the best compliment anybody has given me in ages, and I will take it. How are my braces tonight? My braces are blue. They are blue right now. I also got new glasses. I got 2 new sets of frames, and I love them both. These are my favorite. I'm not going to lie. The problem is, though, I ordered online instead of going through Kaiser, which is what I would normally do because I'm covered either way. And instead of ordering progressive frames, I ordered bifocals. So this is a whole new learning experience for me because my bifocal has always been in a progressive format, not in a just big old, boom, here's your bifocal. So I'm getting used to it. Loud and clear. Boom. Loud and clear, BK. Thank you. Oh my gosh. So I have so much to go over with you guys. We have a ton of things coming up with the show, with life, just in general. Thank you. I really like them. The others are very 1955-esque. So as you guys saw when we first opened the show has kind of had a facelift. TK went through and he's updated a lot of stuff. We tried really hard. So when we first started the show on Twitch and then when we moved over to YouTube initially, the show was very heavy in fun, goofy stuff. It was less chilling and talking and, relaxing all cool. No. And, knitting. And it was more, there were games that we played. Mittens was out a lot. Like, it was a lot of chaos. And we had a lot of fun with that. But we were concerned that we weren't getting, our audience wasn't growing because we weren't focused on what we were and what we were doing.
The show also started out on Wednesday nights.
It did also start out on Wednesday nights, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Oh my God, what were we thinking? Well, hello, Marie. It's fun. Oh, I bet, Vicky. Yeah. So that's how it started. And then we tried to focus in on things and kind of be a little chiller and looked to see if it meant that our audience grew, and our audience really didn't grow that much. So we've decided that it really doesn't fucking matter. We can do whatever we want. And we've got the community. We've got, if it grows, it grows. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Who cares, right? As long as I have you guys, that's all that matters. So the plan is to kind of mush those two things together. We cannot keep up with a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 3 times a week, 4 weeks a month, 5 weeks a month, show that's like 2 or 3 hours long while we've got mittens out and we're doing game shows and we're giving things away left and right. Like, it's too much energy, quite frankly, for this 42-year-old girl. And it costs a lot. Like, there's a lot of stuff that gets shipped out and shipping's expensive. Yarn isn't cheap. It starts to add up. So we're going to kind of try to bring some of that fun back, but also keep it at a more mature, by mature, I mean chill level. So we're not going to be up here, but we're not going to be down here. We're going to try to bring it to here. I'm getting there, TK. You're very, 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 very pushy. Oh my goodness. Okay. He's very excited about it. So when I talk about fun, I mean fun things like this. TK asked me what I wanted, and I said, I want to be able to toss cats across the screen. Like that. I said toss cats, and that's what he came up with for me because he is freaking amazing. So I have a kitty cat cannon. I promise no kitties were hurt in the making of this cannon, but please know that there are 4 random cat cannons, and I'm sure more to come. So there's an example of some of the cool stuff that you will get to see. We are going to bring the wheel back, but we're bringing the wheel back in a very different way. So let me get the wheel up and I will show that to you. I know, isn't that cannon amazing? It's, you know what? Let's just do another one. For shits and grins, let's just do it. I haven't seen these yet. There he goes. Whoop. I am not tired tonight. I should be because we're getting into tax season, which means work is crazy nuts, but I'm not. Can we submit cats for the cannon? Ooh, I like that idea. TK, can they submit cats for the cannon? I love that idea. I'm going to let him answer that one. Both Wednesday and Morticia say meow, meow, meow to you and TK and the kitties. Oh, well, meow, meow back right at them. Thank you.
This monster. Yes.
He says, yes.
It has to be a full body shot.
It has to be a full body shot of the cat. The sillier, the better.
And I have to be able to.
And he has to be able to somehow be able to cut them out of there and cleanly so that he can.
So it can't be too dark.
So you don't want it to be too dark. They can't blend into the background, that type of thing. You can't have a fur thing in front of them so that it cuts like through them or something.
But
yes, please send us. Send him to BK on Discord, and he will use what he can. He is pretty amazing, isn't he? Borian and I will totally volunteer. Yes, the more cats, the better, you guys. So yeah, we're bringing the wheel back. Not tonight, but I'm going to show you what the wheel looks like and give you guys kind of an idea of what it's going to be. And we're going to talk about this a few times over the next few shows and tonight, just because people come in and out, and you guys understand that. We need a cat submission page on Discord. Ooh, that's a good idea too. But for now, yeah, just send them to BK. So this is the new wheel. There it is, right there. And the only way that this wheel is really different, other than the fact that my adorable mug is in the middle instead of a kitty cat, is instead of spinning this wheel for one person, we're going to spin the wheel once every show. And there's something on this wheel that you might get. So you see it says patron stream as an example. If it falls on the patron stream, that means that in the next week, I'm going to do a random patron stream. So if you are a subscriber over at Patreon, you know, at a certain tier, like tier 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever it is, you'll have access to that. Dad jokes are on here. So we'll have a slew of dad jokes, and I'll be able to push a button and everybody will get a dad joke. Where it says 20% off, that means that we will have a flash code for 20% off your next order with of Boss Kitty Yarn, but you have to watch the show in order to be able to get that code, right? Mittens videos, rando blinky roll. So the rando blinky roll and the rando decider, I think is what they were. I don't remember what the rando decider does. I'll get back to you on that one. But the rando blinky roll is basically old school blinky, which I don't have out right now, but it's a D20. And Nightbot will pick one random person in chat, and I will do a blinky roll for that person. So a claim sale is kind of like a grab bag, except for I'll have it set up in the background, and I'll have throwback stuff that I can put up there, or stuff that we're getting, we're trying to push out of rotation, and we'll throw it up on sale, and you guys can claim it, and then we'll figure out shipping it, or we'll figure out how to get it to you via shipping and get the money through PayPal and that type of thing. So it's the type of thing. So I'm explaining this very badly. A claim sale. So I don't have anything out. Let's pretend it hit claim sale, right? And we decided that let me close the wheel. And we decided that Snuffy was being rotated out. So I would have Snuffy on the table or on a board somewhere, and I would have a thing on it that says Snuffy is $15 a skein right now, right? As an example. And I've got a certain amount of Snuffy here. Maybe I've got 3 skeins of Snuffy. I'm not quite sure how this works. I have a skein of Snuffy, and I say it's $15. You say claim Snuffy or claim A, because it would have an A on it. And you're buying it basically. So we still have to work the kinks and the details out on that. It's kind of based off of how they do claim sales for comic books on YouTube or toy auctions, that type of thing. But it's a first come, first serve thing. So if I've got Snuffy out here, I've got a skein of Princess of Mars. in Cat's Cradle, and I've got a skein of Final Frontier in kitty glitter, and it says ABC, and they say 15, 15, 20, let's say, right? You would type claim A, claim B, claim C in chat, and then you've claimed that, and it's now off the board, and I put something else there. But you'd immediately have to message me and let me know which one you had claimed, and we'll get the payment taken care of and the shipping taken care of. But it's kind of just a really quick flash sale here on the show that doesn't go past that. Like it's just like that. Final Frontier. Woo! I know you love that color so much. So do I. So yeah, we're going to do the wheel once, and it'll be once a show, but it's going to be things that everybody watching the show potentially will gain something from. We want all of you to be able to have the ability to enjoy it, not just one select person, except for in a few finite areas. And the wheel will change. So it'll change depending on what we have to offer. If I really don't have anything for a claim sale that week, we won't have that on there. If we're already running a really big sale on bosskittyshop.com, we won't have 20% off on there. Claim shows are fun. Kayla, thank you very much. TK actually watches a lot of claim shows. I'm clearly a noob to them. So yeah. RTS listings on our website. That's an option also. Oh, I'll have to look into that, Moonbow, for sure. Lots of new things. My birthday, Marie. My birthday was very low key. Not a bad way. TK and I we had RSV, as you guys know, during the holidays, and then I sprained my ankle, and it is still actually not 100% yet. So I had a sprained ankle for my birthday. We were going to go to my favorite wing restaurant in Portland called Fire on the Mountain. They don't take reservations. I was going to have like 15 people there, and I called them the day before on New Year's Eve just on a whim to make sure that they could accommodate that many people. And the poor girl, I thought she was going to laugh at me. She was like, normally, yeah. But the problem is that the Ducks were playing against somebody for whatever the bowl is on New Year's. And so all of the Fire on the Mountains were packed because it was the Ducks. So I canceled, and TK and I went and picked up chicken wings, and I just made chicken wings at home, and it was lovely. And I binged some stupid show that I don't even remember what I was watching, but I had a great time. He got to watch some football. It was very, very quiet. I got to go hang out with my friends the following week to hang out and celebrate my birthday with them, and that was a lot of fun as well. But yay to rest. Yeah, that's how I felt. Labenyo, hello, how are you tonight? And thank you. I love that you guys love it. We do have some more stuff over here. I'm just looking. We still have our segments going on. Guys, guess what? Guess who's back?
You're pretty.
Katie Kitty's back. If you don't know, Katie Kitty was one of the little sound pieces that we had when we first started the show. She's very optimistic. Usually she can get a little crazy sometimes.
Oopsie.
So I asked TK if we could bring her back, and here we are.
Ooh, that smells.
Yeah, see, she can be all over the place. So we're gonna have more little sound bites here in the future. But yeah, lots of new stuff going on.
Her volume's super low. Can you try her again?
You want me to try her again?
Let's turn these up and see if she's on one of them.
Okay. Let's try her again.
Excuse me.
Oh, that's very loud, TK. Let's try that one more time.
Yay!
Is that too loud for you guys? Because I'm in the red when I look at it.
Oopsie.
Okay. Well, we'll see if that works. Anyway, that's Katie Kitty.
Let's move on.
Yeah. See, she's adorable. So yeah, that's the plan. What else?
Volume's great on Katie.
Yeah. What else? Classes. Duh, classes. Of course. Derp. Okay, so I'm sure when you guys were in waiting for the show to start, you saw all of the lovely cards that were passed along the opening. We'll have different cards go up there for different advertisements. Each month there will be a yarn of the month that will be revealed probably on social media beforehand. This month's yarn is Victoria. And I believe, I'm trying to remember, I think it's 15% off. So any skein of Victoria, floof, super floof, kitty glitter, BKDK, Cat's Cradle, as long as it's in stock. So not dyed to order, but in stock, I believe is 15% off, and those stack. So buy as many as you want. But it's just for the month of February. So in March, we'll have a different colorway. It'll probably be one of our green colors. Is it 15% off?
I see the mouse.
Whoop. Am I correct? Oh, he says hang on. I have you on my TV, not in my ears, and it sounds fine too. Excellent. Excellent. By the way, Bubbles, your Rose City Yarn Crawl knit along is so beautiful. If you guys don't already have them in there, we do have show and tell open in Discord. We're keeping show and tell, so please, please, please make sure you put your pictures in there. I want to see all of the beautiful things. Oh, TK is going to show off all the cards.
I just want you to be able to go.
Sure, sure. So here they are.
Get this sized up.
He's getting it sized up for me. Oh, that's almost perfect. There we go. That works. So this was the one with online classes, and can I just go through these like as I'm talking about them? Where's the button for that? Anyway, so we are starting classes.
All you gotta do is
Okay.
as
Okay.
long as that's
Sure.
the top window up.
We are starting classes in March. Probably the middle to late March, so that you guys have time to sign up for them. They will be in our shop later this month for you to sign up for. We will have beginning knit classes. We will have beginning crochet classes. And they range from one 2-hour session that's $35 to a 3-hour or 3 2-hour sessions. So 6 hours total over 3 different days. That is, I think, $100. I have to double check the prices, but they range. So the first one is like, if you're looking at the basic knitting or the quick tutorial one that's 2 hours, it shows you the very dirty basics: how to cast on, how to knit, how to purl, how to bind off. If you're looking at the longer version of beginning knit, it actually shows you how to make a scarf. We're using the Tin Can Knit scarf. So you get to learn how to read a pattern, like the most basic parts of reading a pattern, how to use stitch markers, how to create a design basically in your knitting with the knit stitch and the purl stitch. And you'll learn the knit stitch, the purl stitch, how to cast on and how to cast off. Say that again. Wait. Wait. What do you need me to say again? The sale, please say the sale again. Yes, we'll get there, but yes, I'll say it anyway. So every month we have one colorway that is the colorway of the month and is 15% off. And this month's colorway is Victoria. So Victoria in any base is going to be 15% off as long as it's in stock and not dyed to order. Classes will start in mid to late March. And then we'll do them for about 3 months, and then we'll take a couple months off, and then we'll do another round of classes again.
Just scroll through and get to that.
I am, but I was just talking about the
Colorway Spotlight.
So yeah, that's the beginning class, the beginning knit and crochet type of classes. We will have a sweater class, and we will have a shawl class as well. The sweater class will be for knitting. The shawl class will be for crochet. We'll probably do a sweater class for crochet eventually as well. And then we have some one-time sessions that are 2 hours long, like how to fix your mistakes, how to read a chart, things like that. Like those things that drive people crazy and they really want some help with, and we're just here to kind of guide them along. So here is the colorway spotlight. February's is Victoria. Every month, Boss Kitty shines the spotlight on one of our amazingly vibrant colorways and places that colorway on sale. For the entire month, enjoy 15% off the chosen colorway in any weight or style in which we carry it. So we will be revealing that on Instagram, and then here as well, both basically across social media. So Blue Sky, Facebook, all of it. So February's is Victoria. Isn't that a pretty picture? I'm so proud of him. If you do the shawl class is definitely happening for sure. And it will be the emery shawl, I believe. And it's not, so that won't be a beginning crochet class necessarily. That will be, you need to know how to at least do a, chain stitch and a single crochet and the basics. As a knit, crochet, or life in general, a little bit about, all of the above. Hi, Samantha. I'm sorry, JK. We've got Discord. So if you have not joined our Discord yet, you should type !Discord in chat and you'll get the link. Our Discord is poppin' and wonderful and it's full of this great community and everybody is so supportive. So I highly recommend checking it out. You can also do show and tell with us that way. So in April, we will be doing the spring mini skein sets and those are patron exclusive. If you are an annual subscriber at the Cult of Con or an annual subscriber at the Hazel's Heroes level, you will get a free mini skein set. All other paid tier patrons will have access to the mini skeins to buy them, to purchase them. We'll get into a little more detail about this. You guys will have some say on what they look like. They will be obviously spring based because like I want them to have kind of a spring feel to them. So just keep that in mind. Those are coming up in April. I believe it's in April. What else do we have here? The Boss Kitty Summer Box Set is going to be a tribute to stage and movie musicals. That is right. You heard that correctly. In June, at the end of June, we will be releasing our first half of the year box set, and it's going to be all about musicals. It will be a 12 skein set, God help me, like all of our spring summer box sets have been, and it will be much like the Henson and Oz set where you can a la carte it. So you don't have to buy this set or this set. You can buy, I want this colorway and this colorway and this colorway. Just keep in mind that each box set has 5 colors in it and 1 Patreon color. So 6 colors total. And if you want, you can't fill it with 1 colorway. You can only have 1 each of each colorway, if that makes any sense. Patrons will get to choose their 2 patron exclusive colorways that will go with those box sets. It's pretty standard like we've always done, and it will be available on all bases. Both my siblings work tech and theater. That's so exciting. This has been a long time coming, and this is a labor of love for me. I am a show tunes girl. I grew up with musicals, and I adore them. So I'm really excited about this. There's going to be some really great colors. And then what I would like to do with patrons is as we ramp up to this, I want to do patron shows where we watch the movie or the stage version of the show, whatever I can get my hands on for each colorway. I don't know if we'll be able to get through all 12, but we'll get through a fair amount of them. So that's how we're going to kind of celebrate and ramp up for this. So Rocky Horror, Rocky Horror won't be in there simply because we did a Rocky Horror set already. I have Rocky Horrored myself out. I've Rocky Horrored. Oh my gosh. Horrored myself out with the Rocky Horror set that we did. Greatest Showman. I've never seen The Greatest Showman. I have reasons for that. And we can get into those later. But the music for it's fantastic. Josie from the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. Totally on the list of possibilities for sure. I showed during craft night, I showed some of the patrons the excessive list that I've created. There's so many musicals out there, you guys. So what I ended up doing was I picked ones that had
First time.
About what?
Rocky Horror.
I picked ones that were done on stage at some point in time, and that there was either a movie of it, or there is a professionally filmed theater version, so that we did have the option to watch it, or the possibility of watching it. So I kind of I brought it down to that, which was still an obscene amount of shows, and then I broke it up into different generations, basically. So you've got 1930 to 1960, I think. I don't remember. Or maybe 1950 to 1980, 1980 to 2000 on up, basically. I think that's how I did it. I have to go back and look at my spreadsheet. Yes, I made a spreadsheet for this. And then from that, we're going to pick, I think it was 3 colorways or 3 shows out of each one of those at each one of those time frames, so that it kind of goes across the span of time. That is my ultimate goal. It's a lot. Mary Poppins, yeah. I got Severance elevator vibes with that zoom in. No, sorry about that. I should have said that I told you guys that he was doing that. It's great music wise. I know, like, yeah, for real. He went artsy. I love musical shows and movies like The Sound of Music and also Cinderella. Have you guys ever seen Once Upon a Mattress? They did make a movie out of it twice, I think. Recently, even. It's one of my favorites. Sorry about that. What about Seussical the Musical or Dr. Seuss? Yeah, I can't spell. I totally. Do you know what's really funny? I call Zuzu Seussical, or Zeusical rather, because I'm a dork. It definitely is a possibility. I don't know if there's a filmed show of it, but I will look. And if there is, I'll put it on the list. It's on the list. Did I lose a stitch or 5? Mohair, man. Am I right? Okay, let me get my stitches on here real quickly, and then we'll look at my progress, which I was much further in this, and I had to restart the whole thing. I do not have the best luck with this top. I've tried to make it before. I'm so determined to make it happen. So right now what I'm doing, by the way, is I've dropped some stitches and I'm picking them back up again. This would be something that you would learn how to do in that Fix Your Mistakes class that we were just talking about. So, yeah. Okay, so this is, I can actually show you guys a picture if you haven't seen it. This is called the Summer Light and Summer Cocktail Design. Here is a picture of it right here. This is the piece I'm doing right now. It's the cover up, and then this. So this is the cover up, and then if you come down here, there's the cover up again. I don't have a picture right now of it, but what it's covering up is this lovely halter top. So I've got to do the other side of the halter's tie, but this is the halter. I finished this actually during our New Year's Eve show, I believe. This is in Kitty Glitter Fairy Farts. It's very hard to see the glitter on this because it's light colored, but it's there and it's really cute. I wanted something playful and fun because I know people kind of shy away from some of our brighter colors sometimes. You guys got to look at the back of this. It's so good. Not just too cute. And so we're doing this, and then we've got that same Kitty Glitter Fairy Farts as the top of the neck, and then it'll be the arm cuffs in the bottom. And then I'm doing this lovely mohair. That'll just be the cover, and the mohair is in Cold as Ice. So that is what we're working on right now. And it's a raglan top, but oh my God, it's just been a nightmare. Peter Pan, yeah, that's a good one. I guess the Die Hard Working Girl musical from Bob's Burgers doesn't count since it's never been on stage. Lillian, you're correct, but do you know, I think that statement right there deserves a cat being tossed. You've already tossed that cat. Let's toss a different cat. You ready? I should not be as amused by this as I am. What on earth am I watching? Oh, wait. Oh, one time I watched this German musical about a prince and a bear and a princess in a cave. It was hilarious and all in German when I was in Germany. My husband came home and saw it and was like, what on earth are you watching? Okay, now I understand the statement. I shouldn't just read the last part. Guys and Dolls is on the list. Yeah. I used to love Guys and Dolls when I was younger. Like, adored that show so much. Music Man is one of TK's favorites. TK doesn't really like musicals very much, but he loves the Music Man. Victor Victoria is on the list, I believe. I'd have to look at the list to tell you what's on there. And remember that it's a constantly changing list. So if you remind me of things, that might get thrown on there. Also, keep in mind that there are hundreds of musicals that have been created. So there's going to be a lot of musicals that are not on the list. In fact, you know what? I bet I can find the list. You guys want to see the list? The list of what I have right now that is way more than 12.
What did Victor Victoria and the Music Man have in common?
Some ridiculous actor. But you hate Mame.
The great Robert Preston.
He says that Victor Victoria and the Music Man have Robert Preston in common, which is the reason that he loves them both, because he's his favorite actor. I love Robert Preston too. If you've never watched Mame with Lucille Ball, Robert Preston is in that as well. And that is how I got TK to watch that movie with me, which was a favorite when I was a child. And then I made TK watch it, and we're watching it. And I'm like, number one, Lucy can't sing. That's just the first thing. Number two, this movie is terrible. Like, really, really terrible. It's so badly done. And I don't care because it's Mame. Add account. How is my account not on here? Oh, well. I'm just getting that spreadsheet up for you guys. I might have already downloaded it, actually. Show all downloads. That's members, disco logo, cats. Da, 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 da. None of these things are the things I am looking for. Nope. Nope. Oh, well. I'll re-download it. It's no big deal. Chicago is on, I believe, is on there. Rebo the Genetic Opera, I don't think is on there because I didn't think there was a stage version of it. I had the honor of getting to go to so when that movie came out, they traveled around the country and did premieres at different theaters, and I got to go to one of those and talk to the director, which was really cool. I think I sent it to TK. Maybe I sent it to myself. Musicals. There it is. Musicals, schmusicals. Okay, so that's opening. At least it should be opening. Open it with this, please. Thank you. Do, 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 do. Sure, why not? It's doing some weird thing. Next. So much stuff is happening on my screen now. Okay. This is what I wanted. This can be closed. Just 1 second. I don't know how well you'll be able to. If I zoom in on it, maybe that'll make it better. Yeah, that's better. Okay. So this is what I have so far, and it's 4 from each. I've got 1930 to 1969, 1970 to 1995, 1966 to now. And like I said, remember, this is like just off the top of my head right now of my tops, so it can be changed. You guys ready? Okay. So we've got Gypsy on here, Music Man, Paint Your Wagon, My Fair Lady, Bye Bye Birdie, Fiddler on the Roof, Pennies from Heaven, and Tommy. Victor Victoria, Grease, Little Shop of Horrors, Xanadu, Cabaret, Les Mis, Phantom of the Opera, Sweeney Todd, Hedwig and the Angry Inch, Reefer Madness, Kinky Boots, Avenue Q, Hairspray, Hamilton, Wicked, and Spamalot. I also, when I was thinking these through, I was thinking about colors and how they would work with each other. So I wanted a handful of neutral tones, which would be things like, oh my gosh. So that would be like Les Mis as an example, or Fiddler on the Roof. I wanted things that were a little more bright. That would be Little Shop of Horrors, Reefer Madness, Hedwig would be, or Wicked would be under there. Spamalot, things like that. There's some more kind of gothic-y tones. So that would be Phantom of the Opera, Cabaret, Victor Victoria. Bye Bye Birdie's kind of pastel-y. So is My Fair Lady. You get where I'm going with this. Hedwig. I knew you guys would be excited about Hedwig. Oh my gosh. I love you all so much.
I have a recommendation.
What's your recommendation?
Kill Spamalot.
Kill Spamalot.
And
Never kill
replace it with
Spamalot.
the producers.
With the producers? I thought you hated the producers,
I
the
love the
musical. It's the musical.
Yeah, the film was a musical. Yeah.
Yes, but not
No,
the same.
Yes, but yes.
Okay.
I would say the producers over Spamalot.
TK wants me to take Spamalot off and stick the producers on there, and I could technically stick it, it sounds dirty, in the 1996 and above, which is where Spamalot is, because the revival or not revival, but the remake that was an actual musical came out after 1996. So I could make that happen. You're not getting your original Mel Brooks, though. You understand that. I can show it as a bonus. I'm there with you. It's the best. The look on his face right now, I wish you all could see it. It is a look of pain and sadness. Paint Your Wagon is on here, though, baby.
It won the Academy Award for Best Original Screenplay in 1968.
For screenplay. Yeah. It's not technically... The original is not technically a musical. I love you so much. Oh my God, the look I'm getting right now is so sad. Paint Your Wagon. I'll cry if that doesn't make it list. It's such an Oregon colorway. TK insisted that I put Paint Your Wagon on there. Clint Eastwood cannot sing to save his life. They sing, but not everything is sung. That's fair. How about The Outsiders? Oh, they did make a musical out of that, didn't they? Did one musical a year. It was amazing. So did ours. He doesn't like, he loves Spamalot. He's a huge Monty Python fan. He's just a bigger Mel Brooks fan. I am crushing his dreams. I am the same way that his dreams were crushed when he found out that when we both decided that we could not do Blazing Saddle colorways. And now my brain is like clang, clang, clang went the Does this see what happens? So this is going to be a lot of fun, right? This is going to be a lot of fun because we're going to be able to pick some movies and some musicals, and we're going to have a lot of fun with it, and we'll be able to watch them and get psyched up about it. The colorways we let you guys choose for your patron colors, all of the colorways that you're choosing from will in fact be colorways for the box set. It's whether or not they're Patreon exclusive ones. So that's just because you don't choose one of those colorways, it'll still be in the box set. We're pulling from the box set final 12, if that makes sense.
Your camera got moved. I need to adjust
My camera got moved. He has to adjust it.
Just a second, so
Here.
nobody gets sick.
You want me to, that way you can center me. Is that better?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's all right.
No, it's
gonna
okay. He's
be
just
silly for a
fixing.
second.
He said it's going to be silly for a second and then he'll
Sorry,
get it
everybody.
fixed. I don't know, Marie. I don't think so. Did Mel Brooks have anything to do with the Jetsons, TK? Did he work on it in
No, I
any
don't think
capacity?
so.
I don't think he did.
Look up the camera, make sure you're square. Okay, that's where I needed you. Sorry.
And now clang, clang, clang with the trolley is stuck in my head. Like it won't stop. You'll notice that Oklahoma was not on that list.
Oh,
I can't stand Oklahoma, you
No.
guys. I mean, I appreciate it, and I've seen both the stage version and the movie, but I just can't. Oh my god, that scene where she does the weird interpretive dance dream. I know that as a child, I just hated it, and I can't get past that child hatred. Oh, it might be Mr. Spacely Sprockets. We can look up who did that voice, though. That's certainly doable. Can somebody look that up for us real quickly? YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. What? I don't know what that means, but I hope you guys don't receive buffering issues. Was in Twister? Was it really? The new Twister or the original Twister? I don't remember it in the original Twister. I do remember that they named all of their little Twister things Dorothy, which I thought was clever. Wicked was on that list. I don't know how you all feel about that. I know there's a lot of Wicked going around right now, so I don't know if y'all are wickeded out, but here we are. Is it buffering? Are you having issues with the view?
okay, so that means we may have a net. Can I see the
Yeah,
next
of
one?
course you can.
We might have a network issue going on outside of our house.
TK's checking to see if we have a network issue going on outside of the house because we are having some buffering issues. I remember they were watching a movie in the drive-in. Oh, that's right. They were watching a movie at the drive-in in Twister. Was it Oklahoma? I think you're right. I think it was. What was it? It might have been Oklahoma, but I remember the drive. Yeah, it's been so long since I've seen that movie. Hey, Marie, that's still, it's a Mel. That's impressive. It's more than I knew. Sorry, I'm just letting TK fix the little issues that we're having. Does anybody know what this goal button is at the top of chat? Because I'm going to push it just out of curiosity here in a second. As soon as he figures out what the problem is. I've missed you all so much. We have a craft night that we'll be doing here soon. Do you guys have if you're a patron, out of curiosity, just throw it at me. Do you have a preference on what nights we do that? Do you want it on Tuesday? That to be on Tuesdays? Do you want it to be on Wednesdays? We had talked about Fridays just 'cause it's kind of a chill night right before the weekend. But I want it to be whatever night is going to work best for you guys. Mondays are difficult for me because I have, especially this time of year, I have a lot of onboarding that happens on Mondays, which means I'm at work until almost 6 o'clock most evenings. I'm working 12-hour days. So that's not really an option, unfortunately. But other than that, I'm pretty open. If it's on TV, you will always stop to watch it. Bubbles. So that's what do we call those? Your remote stops. Remember where if you see a movie on the television, you stop to watch it.
Yeah, I don't.
TK and I named them something. It was like remote stops or something. So when you're like surfing, channel surfing, right, and you see a movie, instead of asking yourself what your favorite movies are, what are the movies that you will always stop to watch? Because those are probably actually your solid favorite movies. The Wizard of Oz is one for me. Oh no, Marie. I've missed the last few craft nights. As long as they're not on Thursdays, they will work for me. Excellent. Thursdays work best for Moonbow. I have most Fridays off and can stay up. In the 1996 movie Twister, a tornado destroys a drive-in theater while people are watching The Shining. That's what it is. That's right, because the axe comes in and that's right. Hi, Matt. How are you?
Yeah, it just looks like this is.
Oh, it's just
not
being
current.
weird.
It's not current.
Okay.
There was some sort of network
Little
issue.
blip, and now it's
We're
fine.
expecting.
So, just a heads up to you guys, we're expecting a snowstorm tonight, which is why TK was a little concerned about it. Looks like we're fine though. Tonight and tomorrow morning. Honestly, our snowstorms are nothing compared to what most of you get, so we'll be fine. Ooh, yeah, I'll always stop for Jurassic Park, Twister, The Martian, and Pacific Rim. I've never seen The Martian. Okay, so there's a goal button up at the top of Top Chat. I don't know if you all can see it or if I'm the only one that can see it, but I'm going to push it because I have been dying to know what the frick it does. Make Super Chat more fun with a goal. Set a goal to engage with your audience in a new way. Once you reach your goal, celebrate with your community. Pick a goal. Okay, so like 10 Super Chats. Choose the Super Chat colors that count. Teal and higher, $5. I don't know what that means. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, we'll say all the colors. Set a timer. Share how you'll celebrate. Oh, that's kind of cool. So like you can set a timer and say if we get 10 Super Chats, and if we choose a color, so like if I do all the colors, it can be $2 or more basically. And then if we get 10 Super Chats in 30 minutes, then I'll eat my hat, that type of thing. So that's kind of cool that you can do that. I don't know what to set as. Do you guys want to try it? I mean, I don't care if we breach it. I'm just kind of curious as to how it works. But like you would, that's really cool, TK. Did you see this?
Are you begging for money?
I'm not begging for. Wow. Wow. Wow.
We don't beg for money.
Oh my God. Nobody's begging for money. Anyway, it's really cool. If you have a YouTube channel, you should try it. If you don't have a sneaky partner like TK who thinks you're begging for money. The audiobook is one of your faves. Ooh, any snowstorm. But like if I had dad jokes, that could be, I don't have any right now. That could be how we would celebrate, you know, do this in 30 minutes and then we'll throw a dad joke up there, that type of thing. That's actually really cool. Anyway, I'm going to go back to the chat now and we'll look into that later. There was another thing I did. So my neighbor, I love her very much, and she had her 64th birthday, I think, last week. And she invited me over to make a vision board. I've never made a vision board. I've never understood vision boards. When I think of vision boards, I think of SNL, and I think of Melissa McCarthy making the vision board for when she's trying to get into the mafia to kill the mafia guy that killed her father. It's very morbid if you haven't seen it. It's very funny. But I went, not expecting to make one. And I made one, and it's not the best. But it just kind of came together, and I really like it. And TK insisted that I showed off to you. I feel like a 5-year-old. It's very inspiring, surprisingly. I mean, it's just a collage for crying out loud. But here's my vision board, guys. Isn't that pretty? It's got, you can't see it with the light. Let me put it down here. You guys get to see this. I'm so sorry. So it's got all sorts of stuff on here. I put a lot of flowers and plants on here because I'm really focused on my garden this year. In fact, I've got 4 out of 6 of the raised beds put together at this point. Except people in Salem drive like idiots. That's 100% true. Trying to do a vertical format stream. It gets put into the shorts feed. Oh, I have not. Elizabeth, I will look into that. That's good to know. So yeah, lots of flowers. TK's favorite type of flower is a sunflower, and I put it in the center and then had these hands holding it, and I didn't realize until later that this is going to sound silly, but subconsciously I was like, oh, that's me thinking about my husband. How sweet. I wanted to put the sun out here. I've got the moon in there. I wanted to get more into my my witchy stuff, so I've got some of that in there. And then I've got more color in my life. You can't see because my face is in the way. And then this was my favorite. Don't laugh. Really don't laugh. But it's a little lady that looks kind of like me with her kitty cat. And she's looking over at all her little plants on her little grow shelf, which I have set up over there, actually. I wish I could show it to you guys. I'm very proud. Right now I've got artichokes growing, onions, and early jalapenos. This coming weekend, I'm going to be planting some cauliflower, some foxglove. I don't remember what else, and prepping for my peas. Oh, and then the raven over here is because TK wants an army of crows or ravens. So we've been working on feeding them and bribing them. And the lavender off on the side, I had to rip up my, my herb garden because we're moving it, and so I just ripped most of it up. My lavender plant, and I grew all of these things from little tiny baby plants, so I'm very connected to all of them. I get very upset when I have to do things like that. My lavender plant is gorgeous, and I don't want to rip it up, so I'm going to try to transplant her. That's what that's for. If it works, great. I've got a beautiful kind of like one of those wine barrels to put her in. If it doesn't work, I'll plant a new lavender, but it's this beautiful culinary lavender plant. And I mean, I love it so much. Anyway, that's my vision board. I just started making it to be nice, and then was like, oh, this is actually enjoyable. And then it just kind of started going together. So, and I was upset that I had all that white space on there, but TK said that is just space to add onto in my brain later. So I liked that. That was good. Crow Army. They like unsalted peanuts. That's what we give them. Unsalted peanuts. They fight with the squirrels over it. It's fantastic. Whew. Okay. What time is it? Oh, it's 6:15. Okay. What else do we have here? I'm just going to work on my stuff for a little bit, if that's okay with you guys. It's a crazy idea, right? Like super crazy.
Yay!
Hello, Kitty Kitty. It's playing with the buttons. You had a family befriended at my job's old location. I missed them in the cardinals. The lemon tree I grew is now over 7 feet tall. That's amazing too. I can't wait to see show and tell tonight. You guys have had a month and a half to work on stuff. Oh, I forgot. Does anybody know what I forgot? Anybody? I bet you all can figure it out. I'm really excited about show and tell, but I'm also really excited to go look and all the final products we have in our craft along for last quarter, or the last 6 months, I think. So we did a craft along, and all you had to do was use hand spun fiber in some capacity. And then the end date for that was the end of the year. And then when we came back, we were going to go ahead and vote on them and pick a winner. I'm looking real quickly. Hold on one second. I'm just trying to find it. Fall and winter make along. Okay, so we've got them all in here. Because I forgot about it, kind of, I'm going to give you guys, did I make, those are the products. So I haven't actually put in here a, finished product, it looks like, a place for the finished products. So I'm going to put that in tonight, and then we will have the next 2 weeks to get things in, like, please put your pictures in there and vote. And you'll just vote with whatever emoji you want to vote for. I will count one emoji per person. Like if you vote for five different emojis on Miss Monster's hat as an example, that's really sweet and wonderful. And I'll just count one of them. No worries. And then somebody will win a $50 gift card, which is exciting. But I can show you guys what's in here because I think you should all really be proud of these. So Miss Monster has this beautiful hat that she made out of clockwork fiber that she got. It's the Barley DK by Tin Can Knits. And then she also made this diagonal out of some handspun that she did. It's very slouchy. I love the way that the color's pooled on this. You finished one sock? That's okay. It's still one sock. You can post it. Knit and Craft made this beautiful sweater. I'm zooming in just because there were two pictures there. And it's kind of like this pearlescent colorway. She's made a lot of stuff. And then she also made this the traveler vest out of, I believe it's widow flower, Chamberlain, handspun in Chamberlain and paired with soot held double and widow flower held double. So those are the colors. This is a mix of handspun and commercial yarn. It's gorgeous. I love the way the Chamberlain, which is the red, pops with the purple. And then she started the Trove sweater, in which she used Tea Time of the Soul out of floof, Angle of Eternity out of super floof, Radish Souffle out of floof, Larkspur and floof, and then the main color is a commercial yarn that she had, that light gray. So all of the horizontal lines in there, those are all floof colors. It's so pretty, you guys. And there should be a final picture of it somewhere. Here it is. It's kind of hard to see on the back of this cushion she's got, but it is very lovely. And then whoops, sorry. I jumped around. We've got this lovely little piece right here. What is this? A few hours of rest and I hope oh, here it is. I decided to start a hat with what I had already spun up so I can participate. From Fox Goddess. So she spun up the clockwork, and she'll be making the lotus hat or flame hat that she went over the last year. And she's using Reborn in Fire floof for the bright contrast. So this is clockwork handspun with the Reborn in Fire as the contrasting color. And I believe she did this all on drop spindles, if I remember correctly. You guys are all you all knocked it out of the park. Bubbles made a little kerchief that she did some 2-ply handspun for the craft along. It's really pretty. I love the way the color changes on this. Here's one of JK's handspun socks, which the rainbow striping on here is really cool. Fable finished the Christmas beanie, have leftover yarn, so I'll add the pom-pom at some point. This is beautiful. I think so. She purchased some leftover that I had that was in the sparkle fiber, I believe, and this was the Rainbow Connection colorway, Life's Like a Movie, from the Henson and Oz set. It's really neat. I think that's what that says. I could be wrong. I could be something entirely different. But it's really pretty. Here are those finished ones. So Knit and Craft. Here's that sweater we were looking at. Here's the inside of it. Here's the vest, the tessellated vest. And then here's that other sweater that's kind of pearlescent. It's really, really pretty. And then here's Miss Monster's hat. I should have just shown them this way. I think that's it. So I'm going to go ahead and post at some point in time tonight or tomorrow. I will go ahead and post the channel for you guys to put your finished projects in. Go ahead and vote on those, you guys. We'll have them up until next week. And then we'll go ahead and gift somebody with a $50 gift card to BossKittyShop.com. And you know what? At that point, you can use that on Victoria because it's 15% off. You can use it on whatever you want. Love the gradient on that hat. I do too. It's just so neat. Did you just push a cat button? Let's push another one. They're so cute. I love them so much. Yes, get us your cats, obviously. You guys, seriously, your handspun is just blowing it out of the water. I know a lot of you just picked this up in the past year or two, and it's so good. We seem to have a little bit of a rough time getting shops to carry our fiber. I know that spinning is becoming a much more popular thing, but I think I still don't think people are going to their local yarn shops to pick up fiber. So if you're in a local yarn shop and you see fiber there, support it. You know, if you spin, support it and buy some, or, you know, say, hey, I know this place that does hand spun fiber or does fiber. You should carry their stuff, because it's definitely still kind of a work in progress. Happy landings. I have the humor of a 12-year-old, so I love the crow shirt, and I really think TK needs one. I have a pigeon shirt that says stay cool, and it cracks me up. Oh my gosh, I have to check that out. You guys are just the best. You're taking a spin camp class over 3 days in May, so I'm saving all my beautiful floof until after I've gotten some good hands on instruction. Love it. Joanne's is closing. Thankfully, my local one isn't. I'm glad your local one isn't, though. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to take a quick second here, and we are going to give a shout out to our patrons real quickly. That way, right here. So we do have a Patreon. Go figure. It's patreon.com/bosskitty, and you can join for free, but we also have different tiers. We've got Hazel's Heroes, which is $25 a month. After you've been with us for 3 months, you get a fancy little Boss Kitty satchel. Plus, you get a lot of other really cool things. Cult of Con is, I think, $10 a month, if I remember correctly. Gracie's Gang is $5 a month, and then Zuzu's Zealots are $1 a month. Each tier has different things that you get. Oh, I'm sorry. Wrong way. Each tier has different things that you can get. But you get early release and access to things like our box sets. You get to vote on the patron exclusive colorways. You have access to our mini skein set that's coming out in April, and then during the holidays, we also do a holiday colorway. Plus, as I start to do some patterns, like I'm working on a hat pattern right now, those are available to some of our higher tier patrons. You guys, it's just a great little community, and we like to throw some stuff out there just to give you guys a big thank you for being so supportive to us. So thank you so much. And then on the wheel that I showed you earlier, we will have extra patron shows as well. And then there's craft night with you guys, which is always a lot of fun. So that's patreon.com/bosskitty. You can head over. You can join for free if you just want to see what it's about. We don't send out a lot of free stuff, but you will still see some stuff, and then you'll get some teasers. But our lowest level starts at $1 a month. That's where I'm going right next. I love when he gets hands-on this again, because it means he's excited. So he's like, you got to stretch, you got to stretch, you got to stretch. It's just, it feels like the old days, you guys. It feels like it was, this is me getting used to this bifocals again. It feels like it was back in the day. Like, 2020, not, well, kind of actually. 2020, there's stuff in my nose. Whew. When we were still so very excited about the show, and everything was new and exciting and just fun. So we're going to stretch. You ready?
It's time to stretch.
I am rusty. You're not wrong. It's been a hot minute. It is an updated Patreon list. Thank TK for that. So we're just going to roll our shoulders. If you're new to the show, we do stretches. Even if I don't do a lot of knitting or, a lot of anything throughout the show itself, I know that you guys have been hunched over computers, desks, you're knitting and crochet, you're weaving, whatever it is. Most of this, your phones, most of the stuff that we do throughout the day, we are hunched over, we're sitting, we're tensed up, and it's really important just to kind of release some of that tension. We've been doing stretches with everybody, I think, as long as the show's been going on. Neck rolls are so hard for me sometimes because I have so many little crunchies in my neck. So I really encourage you, if it is not a health risk for you to do it, for you to stretch with us. Okay. So I'm a little loosey now. So I'm going to go and take, oh, thank you, Disco Fiber, and hello. How did the mini skeins for January go, by the way? I'm going to take my chin and I'm going to point it this way. You guys ready? Just like this. I'm just stretching the sides of my neck. Breathing in and breathing out. And then we're going to go this way. Yeah, it feels real good. Real good. We're just all so excited to be together again. There we go. Feels good. And then we're going to go ahead and just kind of roll back for a second. And to the side. And to the other side. And forward. I'm glad to hear it. You guys should check out Disco Fibers. They have a lot of really great yarn that is discounted because it's technically secondhand. It's gently used or just gently owned by somebody and never used. But it's a great opportunity for people to try out different types of yarn. Oh, whew, I don't know if you all heard that. That was my shoulder popping. Without having to pay an arm and a leg for it. You know, we know times are hard for people financially a lot of the time. So it's really great when you have communities with a business plan that allows them to offer yarn at discounted rates. So definitely go check them out. Oh my gosh, this feels so good. Yes. So, Disco Fibers, will you be, Bubble Toes is going to be here for Rose City Yarn Crawl. Are you going to be over at Hook and Needle hanging out? Working it? Hello, how I disappear. His shop is not at Hook and Needle, but he does work there. Like he does work with them. So you'd be able to at least check that out. I don't remember what the name of the mall is where your shop is, but if you want to throw that out there for people real quickly, that would be great. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Sirius Black. How are you? Great routine for sure. Needed a stretch. I'm glad. Do you know who got me to start stretching? Is your wifey Pooh. She's like, you should stretch on the show. And I was like, you should come show people how to do stretches. And then she started making penises, crocheting penises instead. And we never got to the stretches. So I had to make them up on my own. You'll be crawling. Oh, well, that's even more fun. I haven't actually legit done a crawl and I don't even know how long. I might sneak out and actually go to a few of the shops this year. It's been a long time since I've actually been excited about it. And you guys have a good lineup this year. For those of you who have no freaking clue what I'm talking about, Portland proper and then kind of the outskirts of Vancouver, Washington, some of the shops there and a little further down. They do a yarn crawl like a lot of places do called Rose City Yarn Crawl. It's over the span of 4 days, I believe, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And it is sheer madness and chaos. There's a craft along beforehand. So there's a crochet along and a knit along, and you make these mystery cowls or shawls, depending on what the pattern is. And then everybody wears theirs, and everybody is just super sweet and very, very supportive of each other. You get to meet a lot of new people. There are specialty trunk shows at all the shops. You get a little like scavenger hunt passport ticket signed. There's prizes and there's a party. It's a big deal. Hit me up if you end up coming to Portland to crawl so we can meet up. I will definitely do that. Your shop is located on the second floor of Memory Den at Southeast 2nd and Stark. And Bubbles, if I am in town for Yarn Crawl, if you want to go to Memory Den with me, I would love to go check it out because you will absolutely love that place. Disco Fibers area is beautiful. And I think they've doubled it at this point. And then the mall itself is really cool too. So yeah, definitely we can meet up for lunchies or something. And Zeb, if you want to as well, if you're not busy at that point, but I'm going to guess that you're probably going to be elbows deep in yarn at a shop somewhere. I look to see if all 19 Joanne fabric stores will close in Connecticut. Oh no. Well, I think that this is when you need to find somebody to open a local yarn shop. Okay. Oh my gosh. I feel so refreshed, you guys. I'm all loosey-goosey again. It's great. Seriously, that pop in my shoulder, anytime the back of my neck hurts or like right in here hurts, I like pull my arm over like this and it pops. I'm seeing a chiropractor for the first time in my life on Friday. TK is a little nervous about this. I'm a little nervous about this, but my doctor recommended it. People I know have sworn by chiropractors, so I'm going to give it a try. I have tight shoulders, and because of the knee issues that I had way back when, it really screwed up my lower back and my hips. And so I'm hoping that they can alleviate some of that pain and help me get past it so that I can be a healthier person. 10, not 19. 10 or 19. You know what? Tonight, you can post as many new things as you want. I'm perfectly fine. I mean, not like 50, but you get what I'm saying. We ended up putting a limit on it just because people weren't just posting new things that they had made. They were posting, and I'm fine with this for one or two, but they were like, here's a picture of a flower, which is great. And I love the flowers, but when it's like 20 flowers from one person, we have to put a cap on it just because it can get really out of control very fast. But I love to see all of your guys' art. Excuse me. But I've been popping my joints since I was a small human. Same. But the one across the town is not closing. I don't know if our Joann's is closing. I haven't been in a Joann's in ages. What was closed? Oh, Macy's is closing, though. Our Macy's is closing, which I should go check that out. And our Craft Warehouse closed, which was very sad because I loved that place. Hey, I'm just going to do a real quick shout out again, just because I know we've got some new people in here. So welcome back. Happy 2025. I know that this year is kind of a shit show already, and I'm here for you. The community is so important for all of these reasons. We're bringing a lot of new stuff to you guys this year. So we are doing a yarn spotlight each month, where we do just that. We showcase one colorway each month. I'm going to get this back up and we'll go back to the beginning of it so I can show these off to you again. There we go. So the colorway spotlight for February is Victoria. It's our very rustic kind of royal red. It's got burgundies in it. It's technically one of our undertones, so there's brass monkey underneath it. What the colorway spotlight means for each month is that colorway is 15% off no matter what base you get it in, as long as we have it in stock. If it's dyed to order, it's not 15% off. But that's in Cat's Cradle, Kitty Glitter, BKDK, Mohair Ball, Fiber, or Super Floof and Floof. So this is the time to try that colorway out if you want to try it. 15% off. That does stack with your gift cards, obviously. What else did we show off? So we're doing online classes. We will start signups for those later this month in February. Classes will start at the mid to end of March, depending on how soon I can get those up. And they range from a $35 2-hour one-time class that teaches you the very dirty basics of crochet or the very dirty basics of knitting, to sweater classes that are like 4 sessions long, or a beginning knit class or crochet class that's 3 sessions long and shows you how to make a scarf as an example. We also have classes for how to fix your mistakes, how to read a chart, things like that. So there's something there for everyone. We're really trying to do easy basic classes this first time around. We'll be doing this in Google Meets, and I'm still testing the waters with it because it will be remote. So you'll have to bear with me with that. But that's why we're doing the basic stuff. As we continue, if this progresses, if it is successful and it's done properly, then we will get into brioche. We will get into color work. We'll get into those things that you want to try, but you've really kind of been afraid to. We might even get into some spinning classes. But for now, we've got some really basic stuff going on. I encourage you all to try them out, please. The more people, the merrier. Well, up to 6. It's got a maximum of 6 people, a minimum of 3 per class. If you haven't joined our Discord, now's a great time to do it. Just type !Discord in chat. Our Discord is just an extension of the community here in YouTube. We like to talk and hit it up between shows. I release a lot of information about upcoming events, such as trunk shows or fiber events that we're going to. And we talk about other stuff. There's self-care in there, and there's stuff about gardening and food, and it's just a really great group of people. So definitely check it out. Oh no, crocheted. I wish massage was covered under the KB plan as well. Everything but massage is covered. Oh, so ridiculous. I agree. In April, we'll be releasing the patron exclusive mini skein set. It's going to be spring based, spring themed, obviously, because it will be in the middle of spring and I'm plant crazy right now. So if you're a patron, keep on the lookout on Patreon for the voting to start for the type of colors that we'll be doing, because you guys get to have a say in that. You always get to have a say in that. These will be available to all of our paid tier patrons to purchase. It'll be a set of mini skeins. I don't have the exact amount yet. We'll get into those details here soon. If you're an annual subscriber at the Cult of Con level or an annual subscriber at the Hazel's Heroes level, you will get a free spring mini skein set, all of your to yourself, free of charge. You won't have to pay for it. You won't have to pay for shipping and handling. You can purchase more if you want, but you get that one set. So you can head over to patreon.com/bosskitty and check it out. In the summer, we will be releasing our tribute to stage and movie musicals. We will be doing a 12 skein set for musicals because I'm a big jazz hands nerd. All of these movies are going to range from musicals shows are going to range from the 1930s up to present day. We'll have 12 colorways. 2 of them will be patron exclusive colorways that the patrons have voted on. And you can do what we did with the Henson and Oz set, where you can pick and choose what you want for your 5 or 6 skein set, depending on if you're doing the patron colorway or not. So that's really exciting. That'll be coming out in June after we get back from our Sonoma trip. We will be at Noma Knits in Sonoma, California at the beginning of June. I think it's the first weekend in June for a trunk show there. So this will be after that. And I think those are all of the big upcoming events that we have. I mean, we'll be at a Little Nitty in Washington for Local Yarn Shop Day. So there's that. And then, like I said, we'll be in Sonoma at Noma Knits for Knit in Public Day. Oh my gosh. So much information, guys. Bogey Creek Raid. Yeah. Lots going on. Lots going on. We are just about at the time to do show and tell. So I'm just going to go ahead and move. Oh, exciting trunk show local. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm stoked. So we don't have a lot of trunk shows on the list right hot yet, but they're coming up. I will say that Hook and Needle and I have agreed we're going to be part of Rose City Yarn Crawl with them in 2026. I've already talked to them about it. And I'm working with a pattern designer on a colorway for their shop piece. I'm very excited about that. It's one of our new favorite stores, honestly. Like, it's such if you're ever in the Washington area, I cannot recommend it enough. They're very inviting. It's very open. The atmosphere there is just so wonderful. Everybody there wants to help. They want to help you love what you're doing. If you're stressing over something, as far as stitches or whatever, everybody there wants to help you with it. And that doesn't just include the staff, who are phenomenal. It includes the people in the shop as well. So check them out. Seriously, you guys, they're just one of a kind, amazing. Okay, let's go ahead and get into me finding a way to come over to Discord again. Okay, if I get down into this show and tell, there better be some stuff in there. Look at that, there's stuff in show and tell. I'm so excited. Okay, you guys ready? I'm ready. It's show and tell time. I don't think I have a button for that. I used to, but I don't have it now. But do you know what I do have?
Let's move on.
I have Kitty. Kitty to tell me it's time to move on.
Yay!
So, show and tell time, kiddos. Are you okay, Samantha? Okay. So, Elizabeth 84, here are 3 of the 4 wild oleander hooded scarves I've made this past month. I love this pattern. Oh my gosh, seriously, it's so beautiful, you guys. This is what it looks like when it's not on. You've got the scarf piece and then the hood that comes up. These colors are beautiful, by the way. You double dip all you want, that's fine. This one might be my favorite. It looks so good on you. These colors are just perfect on you. I love the purple and the kind of fuchsia color, and then you get into this like olive orange and green. They look so good together. Samantha, normally our shows are going to be the first and second Wednesday of the month, because we did our first and third Wednesday of the month. Because we did a second Wednesday of the month, though, you guys are going to get back-to-back shows. So I will be here next Wednesday as well. I do love this color though too, and redhead, of course this works on you. I love autumn colors. Oh my gosh, and this mustard is one of my favorites. Stress crocheting, yeah, for sure. I think that's kind of just been going around. You guys know that you are loved and supported. And if you just need a place to breathe for a moment, we're more than willing to be that place, both in Discord, on Patreon, and then here in the live stream as well. Bubbles, my Rose City Yarn Crawl MCAL is almost done. Last clue was released today. So the woman who does the doodle decks made the Rose City Yarn Crawl knit along for this year, the mystery knit along, and this is what it looks like. I'm not sure because I'm not doing it. Were you guys able to choose different patterns, or were they all the same? I love the colors that Bubble has chosen to put in here. Some of them are Boss Kitty colors, some of them aren't, but it's just beautiful. It's so bright and colorful.
Did you order the tabletop?
I have not, because we haven't picked one yet.
I haven't picked one. I ordered it.
Two, started a new kerchief style cowl with Fisherman's Ridge, but I wish it was brioche. Oh my gosh, that's not brioche? Really? It's really pretty though. I love your color choices in this. I also love your bag, by the way. There were lots of charts to choose from. Okay, so they are all going to be slightly different. That's really neat. I like that. I think I would take dice and pick that way. Absolutely, they are in my thoughts, Samantha. My condolences to you. I'm sorry. Sincerely. And then this is her t-shirt progress, getting close to finishing it. Also a beautiful color. I like that the bag almost matches this though. I also really like the detail on the shoulders with this one. I know the color work is just everything. Lily and Chan, I've been making a lot of C2C blocks. First two are a throw blanket I'm making too many little triangles for. And the last is the front of a Jack-O-Melon project bag. The kitty is Milo. Oh my God, though. Seriously, the way you're putting these together is so neat. Like you could have so many different designs with how you put this together. And I love the way you've chosen to do this. It's just beautiful. And then here's the Jack-O-Melon. Love it. I like that it's kind of a watermelon vibe to it. Super cute. And here's Milo on the throw. Oh, Milo, you have Milo's approval on it. And I think that's fantastic. I also love the color of your room, by the way. Crochet Hooked. This first pick is a cardigan in progress. I unfortunately ran out of yarn. Next is a king size blanket that I'm working on. And last are a couple of the bandanas that I have recently finished. So this is the pick of a cardigan that she ran out of yarn. I hope you find something that works with it. It's really pretty. It's neat the way that you've got like you can see where the fade goes and comes back up here. And I think that's really cool. Here is the blanket. This is gorgeous. I love the colors. I love the stitch. It looks kind of like leaves that have been stitched together to make a blanket. It's very elven like wood elf looking. And then here's the bandanas, which are adorable. I wish these worked in my hair. Look, kitties in the background. Yarn avocados. First BK stream in a while for me. You know what? You get some confetti for that. And because I'm feeling it, have a cat. So much chaos. I haven't been able to knit due to an injury, so I've been exploring natural dyeing. Oh my gosh, are you loving it? These are beautiful. I would love to know what you use to dye these with. I've been very interested in natural dyeing. I know it can actually be a little more dangerous than acid dyeing. Vicky, the first one is a mulberry blanket using the witch hazel colorway. Beautiful. Love it. I love this picture when you posted it earlier. That crochet stitch was super cool. Yeah. The second is a bouquet shawl TL yarn pattern. Ooh, it's beautiful. I love the colors. Oh. The third is the Lamia shawl, also a TL yarn pattern. Lovely. I love the way those are speckling up. That's really pretty. And then the fourth is my great nephew in the cardigan I made for him in 2023. Oh, this stinking adorable kid. Oh my gosh. Not everybody can rock that type of cardigan. It is amazing. It looks fantastic on him. I hope you make him another one when he grows out of it, because that child should always be in that cardigan. It's just the best. And I need one for myself. Fox Goddess, some broken bloody hearts and stash busting, some touch of alpaca and faux fur in a cow. Oh my gosh, I love the hearts so much. Happy V-Day to all of you who celebrate. We don't really, but I think we're gonna watch Wicked, which I'm excited about because TK hasn't seen it yet. Or Lisa Frankenstein. I haven't decided which one I'm gonna make him sit through. This just looks so snuggly and warm, and I love it. And you're adorable, and like you just cozied up in it. Lamia's on your list. Yeah, it's real pretty, you guys, for sure. For sure. It's such a neat stitch right here on the side. Oh, it's really cool. Ghost Babe finished a pair of socks in a BK grab bag orphan colorway and started spinning up the tea set. So the grab bag colorway was from the fact that I know this is sad, was a throwback from our witch set that we did. And it was a throwback from, I believe, the Hocus Pocus colorway that we did. I think. And then this is the tea set, and it's gorgeous. I love your spin on this. It's so beautiful. I like the tight ply. So this is going to be the Valerian colorway. And then this is going to be the witch hazel color, which is just, oh my gosh, you guys. I have extra of this, by the way, and I'm hoarding it at the moment in fiber. The spun yarn is so pretty. I know. Good job. Miss Monster, my latest progress on my Descent cow, BK, DK, and Soot and Brass Monkey. I like that you picked this back up this year, Miss Monster. I think it's fitting. You guys can take a look at this. So this was like right after we started doing DK weight yarn, and it's beautiful. Those colors look so great together, and your stitches are just stunning. And then the Northeasterly Blanket, tea set plus Snuffy, and a coordinating orphan, and a sock whip. So this is this blanket she's been working on the tea set, and then it's got some Snuffy in there. And then this colorway right here, this purple, was a throwback that I just dyed too darkly for the Valerian. And these look so pretty together. I'm really stoked. She's got some Valerian in here right now. It looks like she's got some hibiscus, and I think she's starting to work with the Earl Grey based off that purple and the yellow. Oh, it's just beautiful. You're doing a great job. I can't wait to see it when it's finished. And then we've got these beautiful socks. Oh my gosh, the pooling on these are just, it's so cool. And I love the little pop with the sock, or with the heel rather. Elizabeth 84, here are 3 projects that I did in January also. Hat and scarf for my youngest, and 4th wild oleander hooded scarf. The mint and the dark green are so good together. Excellent. Thank you, Samantha. You say my memory is impressive. Thank you. It's not the memory issue. It's just coming up with words. Oh, these colors are beautiful. It's such a lovely scarf. Crochet Hooked. My Where's Waldo hat. Oh, that's fantastic. I love it. What a great show and tell, you guys. What a wonderful way to start the new year off, right? Okay. So we have come to the end of the show, as we do. We will be back. I will be back. I hope you'll be back next Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. Pacific time. And then after that, we should be in our rhythm of the first and third Wednesday of every month. And we've chosen Wednesday because that seemed to be the most popular pick on the voting registration that we did in Discord. So if you want to be part of those votes, make sure you're in our Discord. Keep your eyes open if you are a patron over on patreon.com/bosskitty for more information regarding the mini skein set coming out, and the patron exclusive colors as they come out for you guys to vote on for the musical set. Once again, we will be in Washington at a Little Nitty for local yarn shop day in April. And then we have a trunk show at Noma Knits in Sonoma, California. And that will be in June. And that is for Knit in Public Day. So we've got a busy year coming up. We'll be doing Oregon Flock and Fiber again. That's going to be in September this time, September or October. I think it's in October this year. And we're hoping to fill the rest of our plate as well for the year. So send us the places you want us to go. I love you all. I hope you have a wonderful week. If you are in a spot that's getting a lot of just ridiculous weather right now. Please be safe. Do not drive on those streets if they are icy or snowy unless you know you can. And quite frankly, nobody can drive on ice. Unless you have to, stay home, please. I'll see you all next Wednesday. And in between, I'll see you in Discord. Please make sure as soon as I get the channel up that if you did a make-along for the fall make-along, which was the fall and winter, which was the hand spun stuff, where you made something out of your hand spun, please make sure you get a finished picture in that channel tonight or this week. If you only finished one sock, one mitt, a hat, or whatever, post it anyway. It's totally fine. Make sure you vote on those, you guys, and then we will pick a winner next Wednesday. I love you all. I hope you have a wonderful week. And I'm going to say, because I don't have anything else to say, I don't have another way to go out. Until then, happy crafting. Good night, guys.